Have you ever rummaged through an old jar of pennies, only to toss them aside, thinking they were worthless? What if I told you that one of those pennies could be worth more than your car, your home, or even your retirement savings? Yes, a single penny minted in 1970, with the elusive D mint mark, has the potential to make you a millionaire. You may be wondering, what makes this coin so special? Is it really possible for something so ordinary to hold extraordinary value? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only know why this coin is so valuable but also how to determine if you've been sitting on a fortune all along. But first, a quick question. How often do we overlook the small things in life, assuming they're insignificant? Kind of like how most people treat pennies. Yet here we are, about to unravel the mystery of one that could change your life. Isn't that ironic? Let's dive into the story of the 1970 D penny. This coin was minted in Denver, and at first glance, it looks just like every other penny. But what sets it apart is an unusual error, a minting mistake that turned this humble coin into a potential treasure. Known as a double die error, this rare flaw causes certain details on the coin, such as the date or lettering, to appear doubled when viewed closely. Why does this error matter? For collectors, it's not just about the mistake, it's about rarity. Coins with such errors are exceptionally scarce, and scarcity drives up value. In auctions, some 1970 D pennies with these doubling errors have sold for tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. The most pristine examples. Those have crossed the $1 million mark. Now, let's pause for a moment. Have you checked your pockets or coin jars yet? Go ahead, I'll wait. Just kidding, don't go anywhere just yet because there's more to uncover. Here's the catch: not every 1970 D penny is valuable. Identifying a true treasure requires a trained eye. You'll want to look for specific markers, such as clear doubling on the date or the word Liberty. Magnifying tools or even a visit to a coin appraiser can confirm the authenticity of your find. Transitioning from discovery to action, let's address the elephant in the room. Even if you find a coin that looks promising, how do you sell it? And how do you avoid getting scammed in the process? Here's where things get exciting. Once you've identified a genuine 1970 D double die penny, the next step is finding the right buyer. High-end coin auctions and reputable dealers are your best bet. Don't settle for a quick sale. With proper appraisal and authentication, your coin's value could skyrocket. Imagine the life you could live with that kind of windfall. A dream home, early retirement, or perhaps a luxury vacation you've always wanted. But here's the urgency: the market for rare coins can be volatile. Trends shift, and interest from collectors can wane over time. If you have this coin, now is the time to act. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with this thought. How many opportunities in life do we overlook simply because they seem too small to matter? The 1970 D penny is a reminder that sometimes, the smallest things hold the greatest value. So, take action today. Check your coin jars, your drawers, and even your old collections. You never know, your ticket to a wealthy lifestyle could be hiding in plain sight. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on uncovering the hidden treasures in your life. And remember, your journey to financial freedom might just start with a single penny. They say, money doesn't grow on trees, but what if I told you it might be hiding in your pocket change? Imagine pulling out a penny, just one simple, unassuming penny, and discovering it's worth more than your car, your house, or even your retirement fund. Today, we're talking about a coin that could change your life, the 1985 no mint mark Lincoln penny. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this coin is so valuable, how to identify it, and how it could be your ticket to a life of luxury. But here's the catch: you're not the only one looking for it. Thousands of people are scouring their jars of coins right now. Stick with me because what I'm about to reveal might just put you ahead of the game. Let's start with why this penny is so special. In 1985, the US Mint produced billions of pennies. Most of them have a mint mark, a small letter indicating where the coin was made. But a select few, and I mean very few, slipped through the cracks without this critical detail. These no mint mark pennies were mistakenly released into circulation. Why is that important? Because errors in coin production are like typos in a rare, ancient manuscript. Collectors go wild for them. And when there's demand, prices skyrocket. Imagine finding a penny in your drawer that collectors are willing to pay up to $1 million for. Crazy, right? But it's happening. One such coin sold for hundreds of thousands at auction, and experts predict the next one could break records. Now, let me ask you this: when's the last time you actually looked at a penny? Be honest. Most of us toss them aside, don't we? They're that one coin everyone ignores, until they aren't. Here's how you can find out if you've struck gold, or, in this case, copper. First, grab a magnifying glass. Yes, you'll feel like Sherlock Holmes, but trust me, it's worth it. Look at the obverse side of the coin. That's the side with Abraham Lincoln's portrait. Near the date, where you'd usually see a small D for Denver or S for San Francisco, there's nothing. Just a blank space. That's your clue. Now, before you rush to cash in, there's more. Your penny needs to be in excellent condition to fetch top dollar. Collectors look for coins with minimal wear and tear, sharp details, and that gorgeous copper sheen. This is where professional grading comes in. Coin grading is like getting your house appraised before selling it. The better the grade, the higher the value. And yes, this could mean the difference between a few $100s and several million. But here's the twist: not every no mint mark penny is created equal. There's one critical detail that separates the true $1 million coins from the rest. I'll get to that in just a moment. By the way, did you know the penny is actually more expensive to make than it's worth? Yup, every year the US Mint spends millions producing these little coins that most of us don't even want. Irony at its finest, right? Now, let's talk about what makes a 1985 no mint mark Lincoln penny truly valuable. The key is in the detail. Experts say that some of the most sought-after coins have something called a strong strike. This means the design details, Lincoln's hair, the lettering, even the edges, are crisp and clear. Coins with weak strikes, on the other hand, don't make the cut. If you think you've got the real deal, don't delay. Reach out to a certified coin appraiser or auction house immediately. The market for rare coins is hotter than ever, but prices can fluctuate. Remember, urgency is your friend. The longer you wait, the greater the risk of missing your opportunity. So, what are you waiting for? Go dig through your change jar, check under the couch cushions, and raid those forgotten coin collections. The next 1985 no mint mark Lincoln penny is out there, and it could be sitting right under your nose. And when you find it, don't just think of it as a penny. Think of it as a stepping stone to the life you've always dreamed of. A life where you're no longer worrying about bills, where you can travel the world, and where you can finally live the life you deserve. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more tips on uncovering rare coins worth a fortune. And don't forget to share this with someone who might have a hidden treasure of their own. Your next big payday might just be a penny away. Do you have an old penny sitting in a jar somewhere, collecting dust? What if I told you that a seemingly ordinary 1988 penny could change your life? Yes, you heard that right. One little coin could be worth hundreds of thousands, even up to $1 million. Imagine finding that treasure hidden in plain sight. Before you dismiss this as too good to be true, stick with me because I'm about to reveal why this penny is so valuable, how to identify it, and what it could mean for you. Here's the kicker: the 1988 no mint mark Lincoln penny isn't just rare, it's a symbol of a hidden fortune that many people overlook. It's not just a penny, it's an opportunity to change your financial future. Now, let's dive into what makes this coin so special. Back in 1988, the US Mint produced billions of pennies. Most were stamped with a small mint mark denoting where they were made, D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But occasionally, pennies without a mint mark slipped through the cracks, made in Philadelphia but missing the identifying P. These no mint mark coins are what collectors dream of. Why? Because they're incredibly rare. And rarity equals value. But that's just the beginning. Imagine holding a penny in your hand and wondering if it could be the one. Here's how you check. First, look at the year, 1988. Next, flip it over and examine the mint mark. Or rather, the lack of it. If there's no D or S, congratulations, you might have a no mint mark penny. But don't celebrate just yet, condition matters. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins in pristine condition. That means no scratches, dents, or discoloration. If your penny looks like it's been through a washing machine, it's probably not worth much. But if it's been tucked away safely for decades, you could be sitting on a fortune. Still with me? Here's where it gets even more exciting. Some of these 1988 no mint mark pennies have sold at auction for jaw-dropping amounts. One coin in almost perfect condition sold for close to $1 million. Imagine what that kind of money could do for you. Pay off debts, buy your dream home, or retire early. This isn't just a penny, it's a ticket to a better life. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I have some pennies, but what are the odds mine is worth anything? Fair question. Here's the truth, while not every 1988 penny is a jackpot, there's no risk in checking. And the reward? Potentially life-changing. Take a moment to dig through your drawers, jars, or that old piggy bank you haven't opened in years. Who knows? Your next big break could be hiding in plain sight. And when you find a coin that matches the description, don't keep it to yourself. Get it appraised by a trusted expert or bring it to auction. Timing is everything in the coin market, and demand for rare coins is only going up. Before you go, let me leave you with this thought: life doesn't always give us second chances, but sometimes, it gives us a penny. Don't let yours go unnoticed. Point one last thing. If you want to learn more about rare coins and how to unlock hidden wealth from your collection, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got plenty more tips and secrets coming your way. And remember, every penny counts, especially this one. Now, what are you waiting for? Go check your pennies. The clock is ticking, and your $1 million treasure might just be waiting for you. Are you holding on to a 2013 Lincoln penny without a mint mark? What if I told you that this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars? Yes, you heard that right. That little coin sitting in your pocket or coin jar might just be your golden ticket to a life of luxury. But here's the catch: you need to act now, because opportunities like this don't last forever. Stick around, and I'll reveal exactly why this coin is so valuable, how to identify it, and how to turn it into a fortune. Let's start with the basics. What makes a 2013 Lincoln penny without a mint mark so special? First, some background. In the United States, coins are typically marked with a mint mark that tells you where they were produced: D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and so on. But pennies without any mint mark? Those come from the Philadelphia Mint. So, what's the big deal about the 2013 penny? Here's where things get interesting. While millions of these coins were minted, only a handful have unique errors or features that make them worth a fortune. And when I say a fortune, I mean the kind of money that could pay off your mortgage or send your kids to college. Imagine finding that one special coin hiding in plain sight, a diamond in the rough. When was the last time you actually looked at the coins in your wallet? Exactly. You might have struck gold and not even know it. Now, let's talk about what sets these valuable 2013 pennies apart. The first thing to check for is condition. Coin collectors, or numismatists, are obsessed with mint state coins. If your penny is shiny, untarnished, and looks almost brand new, it could already be worth more than face value. But here's where it gets exciting: error coins. These are pennies that have unique mistakes, misaligned dies, double dies, or even coins struck on the wrong planchet. For example, a 2013 penny with a clear doubling of the Liberty text or the year could fetch thousands at auction. And if you're lucky enough to find one in pristine condition, we're talking six figures or more. That's not just loose change, that's life-changing money. But wait, don't go rushing to your coin jar just yet. There's one more thing you need to know. The market for rare coins is hotter than ever. Auctions are setting record prices, with collectors paying astronomical amounts for coins that tell a story. And that 2013 no-mint mark penny? It could be the next headline grabber. Here's a thought. What if you walked into an auction room with your humble penny and walked out with a check that could change your life forever? Imagine that feeling. Excited yet? Hold on to that thought, because I'm about to tell you how to make it a reality. So, you found a 2013 penny without a mint mark. Now what? The first step is to examine it carefully. Use a magnifying glass to inspect every detail. Check for doubling, unusual markings, or signs of an error. If it looks promising, don't clean it. Cleaning a coin can reduce its value significantly, and we don't want to ruin your jackpot, do we? Next, get it authenticated. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can confirm its authenticity and assign it a grade, which directly impacts its value. This step is crucial if you want to attract serious buyers. Finally, decide how to sell it. Auctions are your best bet for rare and valuable coins. Platforms like Heritage Auctions or even eBay can connect you with collectors willing to pay top dollar. Remember, presentation matters. High-quality photos and a compelling description can make all the difference, but here's the twist: time is of the essence. The coin market can be unpredictable. What's worth $1 million today might not be worth as much tomorrow. So, if you've got a valuable 2013 no-mint mark penny, don't sit on it. Take action now. Now, here's the big question: could you be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? The only way to find out is to start looking. That jar of pennies on your dresser? It might just hold the key to your financial freedom. Don't wait until it's too late. Go find that 2013 no-mint mark penny and see if it's the life-changing discovery you've been waiting for. Because opportunities like this, they don't come around every day. Stay tuned for my next video, where I'll reveal even more hidden treasures that could be hiding in your home. Until then, happy hunting. Have you ever wondered if that old penny sitting in your drawer could be worth a fortune? What if I told you that a 2015 Lincoln penny, a coin that was minted just a few years ago, could be worth millions? Yes, you heard me right. A simple penny, worth millions. Stick around, because what you're about to learn could change your life forever. Now, before you dismiss this as nonsense, let me ask you, have you ever found a coin that made you second-guess its worth? Maybe it was a rare penny, or even a coin you thought was just a piece of copper. What if that coin has been quietly sitting in your collection, hiding its true value? Today, we're diving into the mystery of the 2015 no-mint mark Lincoln penny and revealing how it could make you a millionaire. Now, I know what you're thinking: it's just a penny, right? Oh, if only it were that simple. But stick with me, because I'm about to blow your mind with some facts that could change the way you look at your pocket change forever. Let's start with the basics. In 2015, the US Mint was expected to produce millions of pennies for circulation. But here's where it gets interesting: some pennies were struck without the mint mark, which was an oversight in the production process. Now, why does this matter? Because, my friend, a coin with no mint mark is extremely rare. The US Mint produces coins in several locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most coins have a mint mark indicating where they were made. But if you've got a 2015 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, that means your coin could be a product of one of the most bizarre errors in recent minting history. And these errors aren't just interesting, they're valuable. A 2015 no mint mark Lincoln penny can be worth far more than face value. How much more? Well, keep watching, because the real value of these coins might just shock you. So, how much are these 2015 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies really worth? Some of these coins have been sold for prices as high as, wait for it, $1 million. That's right, $1 million for a penny. And if you think that's unbelievable, I'm about to show you exactly how you can find these coins and how to sell them for top dollar. But first, let's take a closer look at what makes these pennies so special. First off, let's break down what makes these 2015 no-mint mark pennies so rare. In coin collecting, the value of a coin is determined by several factors: rarity, condition, and demand. When it comes to rarity, the absence of the mint mark makes the 2015 Lincoln penny an extremely hard-to-find error. Mint errors, especially ones this unusual, are highly sought after by collectors around the world. But don't just take my word for it, let's look at some real-world examples. Here's the kicker: some of these pennies have been sold at auction for over $100,000, and yes, some even hit the $1 million mark. The coin market is hot, and demand for rare, high-value pennies has been skyrocketing in recent years. So, if you've got one of these coins, you could be sitting on a gold mine, or should I say, a copper mine. Can you imagine the look on your face when you realize you're holding a penny worth more than your car? Let's just say, this could be the best change you've ever gotten. Now, here's where things get urgent. If you think you found a 2015 no-mint mark penny, don't just let it sit in your drawer. Time is of the essence. The market for these rare coins is constantly shifting. Some collectors might be willing to pay big right now, but the longer you wait, the more likely the market could change. You need to act fast, get your coin professionally evaluated, and get it to the right buyers before it's too late. Think you've got one of these pennies? Stay tuned, because in the next segment, I'm going to show you exactly how to check your coins for these rare minting errors. And trust me, you don't want to miss this next step, because it could mean the difference between holding on to a penny or turning it into your new fortune. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video, where we'll go over how to evaluate and sell your 2015 no-mint mark Lincoln penny for top dollar. If you're serious about turning your old coins into a wealth-building opportunity, you're in the right place. Stay tuned, and remember, the next penny you find could be your ticket to a new life. What if I told you that a penny, yes, a single penny, could be worth millions of dollars? Sounds unbelievable, right? But there's a rare 2016 mint mark Lincoln penny out there that could change your life forever. What if this small, seemingly insignificant coin sitting in your drawer, or perhaps even hiding in your change jar, could be the key to a future of unimaginable wealth? Stick around, because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly why this penny is so valuable, how to identify it, and how you could cash in on it. Don't blink, because this could be the opportunity you've been waiting for. How many pennies do you think you've tossed aside in your life? Hundreds? Thousands? Most of us think of pennies as just pocket change, something that's hardly worth our time. But what if I told you that some of those pennies, especially one from 2016, could make you a millionaire? Cue the 2016 mint mark Lincoln penny. A coin that is flying under the radar of most coin collectors and everyday people. What makes this penny so special, and why is it worth so much more than its face value? This is where things get interesting. In 2016, the U.S. Mint produced a very limited number of Lincoln pennies with the D mint mark. About 4.8 billion were produced. But here's the twist: a rare error occurred during production, creating a version of this penny that is worth far more than you could imagine. But wait, before we dive deeper, how can you spot this treasure in your own collection? That's what's coming next. Before we move on, here's a fun thought. Have you ever stared at your change jar and thought, hey, I might just be one penny away from becoming a millionaire? Yeah, me neither, but that's exactly what's happening with this 2016 mint mark Lincoln penny. Keep watching, because you'll want to know how to find it. Now, let's talk about what makes the 2016 Lincoln penny so rare and valuable. You see, the error with this penny was no accident. It happened during the minting process, and only a select few coins got through with the error. This makes the coin extremely rare and incredibly desirable to collectors. So, what exactly went wrong? Well, the error occurs when the minting process results in a misprint on the penny, causing the design to appear slightly off-center or with a double die. This error significantly impacts the value of the coin. A perfect, error-free 2016 D Lincoln penny might be worth just a few cents, but a rare misprinted version can be worth thousands, and in some cases, even millions. Imagine this: you have a 2016 D mint mark penny, and you notice that the design is off-center. It might look like a small flaw to the untrained eye, but to a seasoned coin collector, this is a goldmine. The value of these misprints can skyrocket, with some selling for hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars at auction. Here's where the excitement builds. Do you have a penny like this sitting in your collection right now? You could be sitting on a goldmine without even knowing it. Hold on a second. Did you just hear me correctly? Are we seriously talking about a penny that's worth millions? Yep, you heard right. A penny. $1,000,000. That's not a typo, that's reality. Now, here's where things get real. The value of rare coins like this 2016 D mint mark Lincoln penny is soaring. But how can you cash in on this incredible opportunity? The first thing you need to do is check your collection, and if you don't have one, now's the time to start. Look through your old coins, especially those from 2016. If you spot a penny with the D mint mark and an error, get ready, because you may be holding on to something worth a small fortune. But, and here's the big but, finding these error coins is not easy. It takes a keen eye and a little bit of knowledge. You need to know how to differentiate the genuine error coins from the regular ones, and that's where things get tricky. That you're probably wondering, how do I even get started? Well, we'll go over how you can authenticate your coins, where to sell them, and what to expect when the auction hammer comes down. The truth is, there's a lot of misinformation out there. So many people get fooled into thinking they've found a rare coin, only to discover it's worth little more than its face value. But if you're armed with the right knowledge, you can avoid making costly mistakes. But here's the $1,000,000 question: how do you separate the genuine error coins from the fakes? We'll get into that in just a moment, but first, I want you to think about something for a second. You've been told that rare coins could make you a fortune, but do you know exactly how to turn that coin into cash? What's the next step to cashing in on your newfound wealth? Keep watching, because coming up, I'll reveal the exact steps you need to take to sell your rare coin, and the one mistake that could cost you thousands. Now, this is just the beginning. You've learned the basics about the 2016 D mint mark Lincoln penny and why it could be worth millions, but to really make your fortune, you need to be equipped with the right knowledge. If you're ready to start turning your old coins into serious cash, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more valuable tips and updates. You might just have a goldmine in your pocket, and it's time to cash in. What if I told you that a single penny, yes, just one penny, could change your life forever? Imagine holding a coin in your hand that's worth more than a house, more than a car, more than some people's entire retirement savings. Sounds unbelievable? Well, this is the reality of the 2017 P mint mark Lincoln penny, and it's not just rare, it's worth millions of dollars. Stick with me, because what I'm about to reveal will shock you. In today's video, we're diving deep into the mystery behind the 2017 P mint mark Lincoln penny. I'm going to explain why it's not only valuable, but why you need to pay close attention, because this coin could be sitting in your change jar right now. It could be worth more than you ever imagined. Let's start with the basics. The 2017 P mint mark Lincoln penny, to most people, it's just another penny. But what if I told you this coin is one of the rarest, most sought-after pennies on the market today? The reason? It has something that makes it stand out: the P mint mark. You might be thinking, what's the big deal with the P mint mark? I'll tell you in a second, but trust me, you don't want to miss this. The 2017 P mint mark Lincoln penny is the first time in history that the U.S. Mint placed a P mint mark on the penny. That P stands for the Philadelphia Mint, and it was part of a special release to celebrate the 225th anniversary of the U.S. Mint. But here's the kicker: only a small number of these pennies were released with the P mint mark, and that makes them incredibly rare. If you're like me, you've probably spent years ignoring pennies like they were just spare change. But imagine waking up tomorrow, going through your old coin collection, and stumbling upon one of these gems. Wouldn't that feel like hitting the jackpot? Now, let's talk about the money. I know that's what you're really here for. How much is a 2017 P Mint Mark Lincoln penny really worth? Ready for this? At first glance, these coins might look like any other penny, worth just 1 cent. But a mint condition 2017 P Lincoln penny? Depending on its grade, it could be worth anywhere from $10,000 to a staggering $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. A penny worth $1 million. Here's why: collectors and numismatists around the world are hunting for these coins. And the rarer they are, the more they're worth. It's all about the condition of the coin. You see, pennies from 2017 with the P Mint mark are incredibly rare in pristine, uncirculated condition. This makes them extremely valuable, and their worth continues to climb. So, you're probably asking yourself, how do I know if I have one of these rare pennies? The answer might be simpler than you think, and that's the good news. Let's get down to the hunt. You could have this coin sitting in your pocket right now, or maybe it's buried deep in a drawer somewhere. It doesn't matter where you find it, what matters is how fast you can spot it and take action. Time is of the essence. The longer you wait, the more likely someone else will find it first. If you're serious about making money from rare coins, you need to start paying attention to every penny you come across. Inspect every coin carefully, especially those 2017 pennies with the P Mint mark. But here's where it gets interesting: not all 2017 P pennies are created equal. Some have slight errors, mistakes made during minting, that make them even more valuable. And hey, if you're wondering, what could go wrong? It's just a penny, right? Imagine being the one who overlooks a penny that could make you a millionaire. Oops. That could be you, or that could be someone else. So here's your cliffhanger: you've learned about the 2017 P Mint Mark Lincoln penny. You now know it could be worth up to $1 million. But how do you sell it? Where do you find buyers willing to pay top dollar? And how do you protect your investment? Did you know that a coin minted just a few years ago could be worth millions of dollars today? And I'm not talking about some rare antique from hundreds of years ago. I'm talking about a 2020 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right, a 2020 penny could be sitting in your pocket right now, potentially changing your life forever. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to identify whether your 2020 D Lincoln penny is worth serious money and how to turn that penny into a fortune. But before we dive in, let me ask you this: have you ever wondered what the coins you're holding are actually worth? Could a simple penny really be worth a fortune? If you're serious about turning rare pennies into wealth, then this video is for you. So, what makes the 2020 D Lincoln penny so special? To answer that, let's rewind just a little bit. The 2020 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny was produced at the Denver Mint and was part of the Lincoln Cents 100th anniversary. Now, I know what you're thinking: a penny that was minted just a few years ago. That can't possibly be worth much, right? Wrong. The key to understanding the true value of this coin lies in its rarity, condition, and unique characteristics. While millions were made, only a small percentage of these pennies have the flaws and special traits that could push their value into the thousands, or even millions of dollars. But before you get too excited, you need to be aware of a few critical details. If you're holding on to a 2020 D penny thinking it's worth millions, you need to know what to look for to tell whether it's a regular penny, or a hidden treasure. And no, we're not talking about that penny you found stuck in your sofa cushions, unless, of course, you've got a lucky sofa. Now, let's get to the real heart of this story: how do you spot a valuable 2020 D penny in the wild? And more importantly, how do you make sure you don't miss out on the chance of a lifetime? The 2020 D Lincoln penny comes in a variety of conditions, and you might be sitting on a goldmine without even realizing it. A lot of these pennies were produced, and as you know, not all of them are worth more than face value. But here's where it gets tricky: some of these coins have errors or distinct features that make them incredibly rare and valuable. For example, one of the rarest varieties of the 2020 D penny has a misaligned die. This means the design isn't perfectly centered, and this small error can turn an ordinary penny into a prized collector's item worth a small fortune. And it gets better: some coins even have double dies or other minting flaws that can push their value into the millions. But here's the catch: you've got to know what you're looking for. In fact, the difference between a penny worth 10 cents and one worth millions is often invisible to the untrained eye. Let me give you a quick tip: look at the date. The key to determining whether your 2020 penny has an error could be in the design itself. Does it look off-center? Or do you notice any doubling on the date? Those small details can make a huge difference. Now, the real million-dollar question is, how do you figure out if the penny you have is one of those rare gems? What makes a 2020 penny more than just another coin in your jar? I'll answer that in a second, but first, let's talk about how you can capitalize on these rare pennies if you find one. So, let's say you found your 2020 penny and it has those rare features. What's next? Well, here's where you can make life-changing decisions. You might be thinking, do I sell it myself, or do I have it appraised? It's all about knowing your options and moving quickly. Many collectors and dealers are eager to buy these rare coins, and there's a high demand for them on the market. But the key to getting top dollar is to act fast. The longer you wait, the higher the chance someone else will snatch it up. You don't want to leave this to chance. If your 2020 penny has any sort of rare feature, whether it's a double die, a minting error, or just a flaw that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for, it's time to get serious about selling. But there's a catch. If you wait too long, your opportunity may slip through your fingers. The rare coin market is competitive, and prices can fluctuate. The sooner you act, the more likely you are to turn your rare penny into a fortune. Now, you're probably thinking, how do I find out if I've got one of these rare coins, and how do I sell it for maximum value? Stick around, because I'm about to share the exact steps to turn your 2020 Lincoln penny into a $1 million payday. Don't wait another minute. Your rare penny could be worth more than you think, and it's time to make your move. Ready to find out how you can cash in on your 2020 penny? Don't go anywhere, I'm about to reveal how to do exactly that.